Hey, shalom, shalom. All right, before I get started with this lesson today, I just want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakhakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations unto the elect. All right, now the title of this lesson will be The Mark of the Beast is a prophecy written in the Bible that will come to pass. All right, the mark of the beast is a prophecy in the Bible that will come to pass. All right. Now, in this lesson is just going to be a land back off of the elders video, GMS South Carolina. Oh 08, as you can see right here. All right, and in this video that he was going into, he was basically going to the guy, that I did in my previous video, this Jerusalem guy on TikTok, and basically, it's him denying another prophecy. All right, and this prophecy being the mark of the beast. And I showed this video, in my last what is it? My last video, my previous video, my most recent one. I showed this video, and just basically this guy is denying the prophecy of the mark of the beast. Saying it's not there is no mark of the beast. There, shit like that, man. These guys are plain out denier of prophecy, man. Because as I perceive this guy, he's in a spirit of peace. He thinks he's just an Israelite and that he just get to walk into the kingdom. But I'm just going to play this video real quick. Just get to the part, all right, where he says there's not going to be any mark of the beast. I'm going to get some scriptures. All right. I'm not going to play his whole clip. It's around 2 minutes, just because he's just rambling. He ain't really saying nothing. I just want to get the main point.
All praise to the Most High, all praises to our Heavenly Father, all praises, all right? So the Most High gave me this download, I think like late last night or early in the AM, early in the rising. But
Well, as you can see right here, it says, case dismissed, there will be no mark of the beast, drops Mike. As if he did something, like he just did something right there. And you have nothing to prove it. You see?
there will not be a mark of the beast. I'll repeat it. I'll repeat this again. There will not be a mark of the beast. They put that in the Bible to make you believe.
And then he just gonna go on a ramble and stuff. Or they put it in the Bible to make you believe that we got more time. Stuff like that. It's bullshit. We know through the prophecy of the mark of the beast, all right, that we're in the end times. We know that the end is near. We know that the time is short because of the mark of the beast. We see the events leading up to the mark of the beast. All right, to where the RFID chip will be mandatorily implemented in the whole entire world. You see, that's how we know we're in the end times. But this guy here, and I'm not gonna play the whole clip of him. If you would like to watch the whole clip, you can just go to this page, GMS South Carolina 08, and watch the whole video of this guy talking. Whoever may be watching, So let's get Acts 14 and 22, because I got this precept in my last video. I just want to go into it again. Acts 14 and verse 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. All right, so the men of the Lord are those that keep the faith, and that believed upon Yahweh Bashim El Shai. All right, in order for us to get the kingdom, all right, we have to first go through trials and tribulations. You see, and the MOTB is a part of that trials and tribulation. All right, it's also called the hour of temptation. You see, matter of fact, let's get it. All right, Revelation 3 and 10. This is Revelation 3 and 10 is talking about the mark of the beast. You see, when it's mandatorily implemented in the whole entire world, because really the MOTB is already here. The technology is already here. The RFID chip is here. You already have people, all right, taking the chip. And as I'm going to get in some videos that I'm going to play here real soon, you already have people taking, all right, the RFID chip. You see, but the prophecy is really going to come to pass, all right, when it's mandatorily implemented, all right, in all the world. And if you don't take it, all right, you will not be able to buy and sell in society, and you have you will be put to death. You see, if you don't have the mark of the beast. All right, so let's get Revelation 3 and 10, because this is the hour. The mark of the beast is the hour of temptation. All right, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And this is really referring to the elect, because the elect are the only ones that are prophesied to keep the word of Yahweh Bashim Shai's patience. They're going to keep the word, keep the faith unto the end. It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. See? So you have to be kept from the hour of temptation, from taking the MOTB. You see? You have to be kept from taking it. All right? It's just not something you could do with your own willpower. You have to have the Holy Spirit upon you to, how did I say it? You have to have the Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shah upon you, all right, to keep you from taking the MOTB, to keep you from the hour of temptation. All right, it says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You see, so this thing is going to come upon the whole entire world, man. And it's going to try all, including the men of the Lord. You see, this is going to be the trials and tribulations we're going to have to go through. But this guy, and him denying it, he don't want to accept the bitterness of the scriptures. This is a part of the bitterness that we're going to have to suffer and go through trials and tribulations before we can enter into the kingdom of heaven. You see, we're going to have to go through a great trying of our faith, a great temptation of our faith. What's the temptation? If you don't take the RFID, CHIP, the mark of the beast, all right, if you don't take it, what? All right, you're going to be put to death. And you're not going to be able to buy and sell. You're not going to be able to eat. You see? That's going to be the temptation. But Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to keep his elect from that hour of temptation, man. You see, because the Holy Spirit is ultimately dealing with the elect. You see, so let's get into the prophecy. All right, the Revelation 13 and 16. All right, because I have some camps saying that the mark of the beast is sin. All right, the mark of the beast is sleeping with the white woman. No, the mark of the beast, all right, is the RFID CHIP, the RFID chip. You see? Let's get into it. All right, Revelation 13 and 16. This is a prophecy that will come to pass, man. Whether you believe it or not. It doesn't matter if you don't believe that this is going to come to pass. It's still going to come to pass whether you believe it or not. Matter of fact, before we get that, let's get Romans 3 and 3. It says, for what if some did not believe? This guy is an unbeliever. He doesn't believe that there is a mark of the beast. So what if he don't believe? It says, shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Right. Verse 4, God forbid. It says, yeah, let the Most High be true. Right. Let the word of Yahweh Bashim Shai be true, man. It says, but every man a liar. This man is a liar. This man is a liar because he want to hear sweet things. All right. He basically, he want to hear sweet things that he just know he an Israelite and the Lord going to have mercy upon him and save him. He just walking down the street one day and he know he an Israelite, Kwam Yashala, and then he just going to be saved. That's what he believe. There ain't going to be no trouble, no Jacob's trouble, no MOTB, no trauma testing, But it says, God forbid, yeah, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged. All right. So just because you don't believe, all right, doesn't mean that the word of the Most High is not going to take effect. You see, prophecy is still going to come to pass whether you believe it or not. All right. It's just plain and simple. All right. So let's get into the prophecy of Revelation 13 and 16. All right. The mark of the beast. All right. So, let's see. We start at verse 16. Get to the point. Revelation 13 and 16. And he, who's the he? All right, the beast. All right, which is NATO and the EU, which are all, and you have America riding on top of that beast. And you see, and these are all Edomite ruled kingdoms. So Esau, Edom, basically. All right, so he, Esau, Edom, all right, the beast, causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. You see, so everybody, whether you be small or great in the world, rich or poor in the world, whether you be in prison or whether you don't be in prison, free and bond. You see, so everybody to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You see, so let's go into this mark. Let's go into this word mark. All right, because you have to go, all right, into words in order to understand what the scriptures are talking about. You have to go into words, man. So if you go into this word mark here, and in Greek it's charagma. All right, charagma. It says outline of biblical usage, a stamp, and an imprinted mark. All right. It says a mark stamped on a, that's not a right definition. It says the mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculpture, graven work, all right, of idolatrous images. All right, and it says a thing carved. All right, and this is a mark that will be literally carved within your skin. All right, if you're carving, say you're carving a pumpkin, what are you doing to that pumpkin? You're cutting within that pumpkin. You see, the same thing is going to happen with that mark of the beast. All right, with the mark. You see, the syringe is going to have to cut within your flesh, all right, embed within your flesh to deliver, all right, the device, the mark of the beast. You see? And we're going to show it, and we're going to show a good example of it in these videos that I'm going to get here. But it says a thing carved, sculpture, graven work. So this thing would have to be, the syringe would have to pierce your flesh, cut into your flesh in order to deliver, all right, the device, the mark. All right. So this is a physical thing. You see, a stamp and imprinted mark. Now, if you go into the root word of charagma, which is charax, all right, it says an outline of biblical usage, a pale, a stake, or a palisade. It says pales between which earth, stones, trees, and timbers are heaped and packed together. All right. Matter of fact, let's go down to the Strong's definition. It says charax, from charazo, to sharpen to a point, akin to, through an idea of scratching. You see? And what is going to be that sharp point? That the syringe, the instrument that's going to pierce into your skin, cut into your skin, and deliver the device, man. If you think about a stake or a palisade, it's like is you put together to form a fence. You drive in it, you put it into the earth, you cut into the earth, and then you put them, what do you call it? You know those little fences, a palisade. You drive it into the earth and you put it together and it forms a fence. You see, so you're putting basically sharpened wood. You drive it into the earth and it makes a whole fence. The same thing with the what do you call it? The syringe, the stake syringe. You see, is going to cut into your flesh, and deliver the mark. The mark, the RFID chip. You see, now let's go into the root word of charax, which is grapho. All right, it says to write with reference to the form of letters. Of the letters, it says to write to reference to the contents of the writing. You see, so it's going into writing. And this will be the information that will be written with inside that mark. All right, the chip. You see, it's going to have all your banking information, medical history, allergies, what else? A whole assortment of information is going to be written within inside that chip. Driver's license. All right, because Esau Edom is wanting to switch to a digital system. So all your information is going to be digital. It's going to be on that chip. You see, your whole, how do I say it? Your whole identity is going to be within inside that chip, man. If you don't got it, you're basically, you basically don't have a citizenship. You see, you're going to be exiled from society if you do not have this mark. You see? So let's go back to Revelation 13:16. Now we know what this mark is. You see? It says he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, everybody to receive a mark, the chip, in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You see, so if you do not have that mark, the chip, you will not be able to buy and sell and participate in society. You will be put to death because you don't have the mark. You see, but if you had the mark, you will be able to buy and sell. You'll be able to eat. You see, and you won't have the threat of being put to death because you already have the mark. You already worshiping the beast. You see, and we know the consequences of worshiping the beast. Written in Revelation the 14th chapter, you will be destroyed by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, when he come back. You see, so let's get these videos real quick. All right, and I'll probably end it there. All right, going into this and it's, if you would like to see it, it's in my on this page. It's under my shorts tab. You can see these videos for yourself. So
be in control of the technology. It's definitely the next natural step. People think more on, okay, what is my value?
See, look, that's the charax. You see, is piercing into her skin and is going to implement what? The mark. Is going to embed the mark within her. You see, the mark of the beast is being implanted within her.
Why aren't I getting a cut? You can sell your data, which makes up a lot of value.
Thank you.
My name is Johan Esterlund, and I do implants for humans. Tech goes into the body to enhance and optimize. Chip implants are tiny.
See, look exactly how it's being described here in Revelation 13:16. Exactly how I described it.
Glass capsules with circuitry in them. You put it under your skin, it can pretty much replace anything you have in your wallet. Bundling them up gives you an edge if you're a bit forgetful. Smart integration is the future of technology, and it's awesome. What makes them important for us is owning the digital identity.
Right, that digital identity. Your whole identity is going to be on that mark, man. All right, let's get this other video. This guy has it. You see how he's putting his hand right on top of the this payment machine. See, so without that chip, without that mark, you will not be able to buy and sell in the society that Esau wants, all right, and that is to come, man. All right.
How that? You put something here.
Yeah.
SIM card. Where is it? The arm.
You can touch it there, feel it.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's good.
All right, thanks very much, guys.
You see?
How that?
There you go. He paid with that mark that's within inside his hand. All right, so how, just going back, all right, into this video, how can you deny, all right, let's see. So going back into this video, how can you deny, all right, the prophecy of the mark of the beast when you can clearly see it? You see with these two shorts right here. All right, you can clearly see it, man. So how can you deny it, man? Well, really, because the Lord got you blinded, man. All right, at the end of the day, we can see that the build up, all right, to the full implementation, all right, of the mark of the beast upon the whole entire world, man. We can see it. We can see the build up to it, man. You already have people taking it. The technology is already here. We're just waiting for it to be fully implemented. All right, to be mandatorily implemented, I should say. You see? So that was pretty much it, man. You know, hopefully, you know, this lesson was edifying, all right, unto the elect. And with that, you know, I just want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekhak Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations unto the